And I would like to start by introducing Adele. I can't pronounce your surname, Adele. I'm going to leave that to you. Adele is going to talk about her work working with curating, the sort of the science of curation, really, and how important that is and how creative that can be, particularly when we're thinking about curatorial practices and putting that alongside or integrating that with a particular kind of accessibility and an understanding of, the role of the social model, the fact that we need to reduce barriers and so on. And this is the responsibility of us as organizations. So Adele, welcome. And whenever you're ready, do please introduce us to your very, very interesting subject.
Yes, welcome to everyone. So can you see my screen? Can you hear me?
Yes, we do see you and hear you.
Okay, thank you. So yes, I'm Adele. In Latvian it's Adele, yes, and I'm a student at the moment at the PhD at Academy of Arts in Latvia. And I'm going to introduce you with my master's thesis, which is in the curatorial field. So about myself shortly, yes, I'm the student of this institution and I graduated the art science department on curatorial studies, but I work in hand with design department because as others mentioned before, the user's experience is very important. So this cooperation with this design department helps me to research also curatorial aspects. So, and previously my interest was also on art and social innovation. For some time as I had worked in the social business idea or later social enterprise called Blind Art as a project manager, and this organization integrated the partly sighted and blind people in order to create design and art pieces of design and art. So you can see one of the samples. So yeah, and to focus on my research, the question I asked was how and in what formats to create accessible and experiential visual art experience for individuals with impaired vision and blindness. So yes, however, I thought I already knew the audience based on my previous experience during the research when I started to work hand in hand with the non-governmental institutions. I realized that there are limitations in my knowledge. For example, I wasn't aware that partly sighted people doesn't always mean that they are independent in mobility. I had the experience that they are quite independent, but during the research I met many who wasn't. And also different aspects based on, for example, onset on the diagnosis of blindness. I mean, if the person hasn't seen during the lifetime or the diagnosis is late onset, while they experience visual art, there are different aspects they pay attention to, for example, the color. And so yes, my interest was how this group of people experience visual art, and I wanted to introduce them with our National Art Museum and also research their experience in different kinds of galleries. And during the research, we went to the different kind of exhibitions. One of was this one, which is a solo exhibition by emerging artist Sandra Strele. And in this particular exhibition, we paid a focus on role of the artist and way how it express themselves in the way that people can experience. As you can see, this painting is very detail oriented, And in this case, the painting by itself was as a barrier for a person to experience, because partly sighted person see it as a challenge to see so many small details. And one more exhibition which we visited was exhibition called Solution to a Non-Existent Problem. In this case, it wasn't accessible at all, but we met the artist, sculptor, on the spot, and he created a chance to experience this artwork also not by vision but by touch. So in this case, it became more accessible. And we also visited this exhibition, which pointed out the limitations of universal solutions. In this case, there was a exhibition by Władysław Szpakowski, Riga Notebooks. This is artist from Poland, and as you can see, there were touchpads when you can experience the ornaments, but at the same time the limit was the person who doesn't see must spend a lot of time in this kind of position. So at the same time there were limitations to one group, but at the same time it was more open to the other group. So my approach to later on, when I experience those examples, were to create something by myself. And one way how I put myself in the visitor's shoes was use these glasses, and they helped me to experience different kind of sight problems, as I could say. They reflected different kind of diagnosis. For example, in that picture, I use the glasses to see in a blurry way and experience the whole museum in such a way, and afterwards I tried to create experience for the group of people who are both blind and partly sighted. So it was a case study of the multisensory art mediation tour. And in this case, I went together with a group of people and show them our national art collection, few works of this art collection, but also interpreted in many ways. For example, by using already existing audio guide, the smell of some objects, or also including the touch. And afterwards we discussed it in the 2 focus groups with the target audience to find out was it a good way to experience this art collection, and to find out what would they like to improve in this kind of experience. So at the end, I reached some proposals to the curators and creators of an exclusive experiences, and mainly those proposals and conclusions was the same as we heard already before. One of them was to work hand in hand with the target audience or the organizations that represent it, and in the best way would be co-create together with it. The one more proposal and conclusion I could give is that inclusive solutions could be also an opportunity to create something in different formats, or curate in a different way, and also that this kind of experience can create more diverse and interesting art experience, not only for this target audience, but for the audience in general. For example, those multisensory solutions can be used also for the kids or other target groups. So yes, and to conclude, that look for the best specific solutions and work hand in hand with experts from different fields. In my case, it was design, medicine, art mediation, architecture, and others. So yes, thank you.
Thank you, Adele. Thank you so much for that very, very interesting presentation and for sharing your research and your work and approaches with us. That's really fantastic.